if you've got halitosis, you might want to listen to this podcast episode on your own, because we're talking breath work. Yes, we all breathe every single day. Our lungs pump oxygen around our bodies. But did you know there is a way to breathe that can help you relax? It can reduce stress. And you're telling me it can make you look and feel younger?
Yes.
Perfect.
And give you an orgasm.
And give you an orgasm. Right. Let's dive in. So in the last podcast, we talked about our goals for 2022, if you remember. And I picked a word of the year. Can you remember what it was?
Yeah, it was strength.
Well done, because we only recorded it 5 minutes ago. You know, we record 2 podcasts back to back, so I'm really glad you remembered that.
Do you remember my word?
Collaboration. You said focus, but collaboration.
Focus was this year.
Yeah.
Collaboration's next year. Well,
I'm collaborating with you on this, right?
Okay.
So in my pursuit of a year of strength, one of the things I have been... I'm going to say it like, I don't know, this keeps cropping up in conversation. I feel like I'm drawn to it. I feel like I'm drawn to it at the moment, is breath work.
Yeah.
And so I started looking into it earlier this week, and as I was looking...
because everyone's talking about
it
now.
Yeah, and so
many
the search terms for it are up. It seems to be on trend.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at it and reading it, I thought, this is what Claire does. This is basically what Claire does. So I've got loads of questions, and you being a qualified yoga teacher and meditation teacher and an expert in this, I thought you'd be the perfect person to ask. So I've got here a description of breath work that I'll read out. It says, breath work refers to any type of breathing exercises or techniques. People often perform them to improve mental, physical and spiritual well-being. See where I was going with that? Tick, tick, tick.
Ticks every box for you.
During breath work, you intentionally change your breathing pattern. There are many forms of breathwork therapy that involve breathing in a conscious and systematic way. Many people find breathwork promotes deep relaxation or leaves them feeling energised. People practice breathwork for a variety of reasons, but overall it's thought to bring about improvements in emotional state and to decrease levels of stress.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Where's that quoted from?
It was Healthline. I like Healthline because they quote scientific sources as well in all of their research.
Yeah, you've hit the nail.
But apparently, in otherwise healthy people, which we should point out, breath work is something that is about breathing deeply in different patterns and rhythmic ways, but it's for people who are otherwise healthy. If you do have any kind of like lung condition, respiratory disorder, consult with your doctor.
Yes, you
put
do.
That in as a disclaimer.
Yeah, you do have to consult, if you're not feeling well, or even if you've got like a cold. One of the contraindicators as a yoga teacher that you have to advise people to make sure that they're okay and they're well enough to do breathing practices.
So apparently people have practiced breathwork to aid positive self-development, boost immunity, process emotions, heal emotional pain and trauma, which I found interesting, develop life skills, develop or increase self-awareness, enrich creativity, improve personal and professional relationships, increase confidence, self-image and self-esteem, increase joy and happiness, overcome addictions, reduce stress and anxiety levels, and release negative thoughts. And apparently it's used to help improve a wide range of issues, including anger issues, anxiety, chronic pain, depression, emotional effects of illness, grief, trauma, and PTSD. I mean, this sounds like the fucking magic pill. This is brilliant. Why is it on the NHS?
And this is something that we do every day.
Well, of course, yeah, we have to breathe.
Exactly,
we're dead.
But we're not conscious of it. Or a lot of people are not conscious of it because the autonomic nervous system does it for us automatically, and we don't have to think about it. So when you practice a breath practice or breath work, that's when you become conscious of doing certain things with the breath in different ways. So you can do breath work to relax. You can do breath work to release what you've just said. You can even give yourself an orgasm through breath work.
Shut up.
No.
Tell me how. I will try this and I'll report back.
I will show you off air.
Will you? Jacob is my witness. Claire is going to show me off air how to have an orgasm with breath work. Are you going to blow on my fanny?
No. Honestly.
Don't take my knickers off now.
It's probably one of the... Just wait. Just wait. No, honestly though, it's one of the ways to be... I know I'm a meditation teacher, and obviously breath work is part of the meditation practice and can get you into your practice quicker, as you already know from doing the power.
Well, can you? Well,
breath of fire.
Should we hold that thought for a second? Go on, carry on what you were saying, because we need to come back to that.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I'm an avid believer to say that you meditate in the morning and you meditate in the afternoon, and that gives you your energy, your focus, your beliefs. You just have a better day when you meditate. And part of my meditation, you do a little bit of breath work, and there's different breath works that you can choose to do. However, they do say, I think science is saying, you can get to that meditative state and that self-aware state of presentness through doing a quick shot of breath work. It's quicker than meditation. However,
so in place of meditation, is that what you mean?
Yeah, you can do a breathwork practice if you've not got time to meditate. However, as a meditation teacher, I would say no, the meditation is powerful. But science is saying now that there's certain ways of breathing that can get you to that state quicker. But again, that's then getting you to that place quicker, which is being in that world of quickness. There's never any time.
Yeah,
so I'm sort of like, the meditation slows us down, and yet the breath work allows us to become more present, but we're doing it quicker so that we can, do you know what I mean?
That's really interesting, because maybe that's why I enjoy the breath of fire, because this is, we'll talk about this now. So I love meditation when I do it, but because my life is so fast paced and I'm a stress head, I really struggle to just sit down and do it. There's like a guilt of I shouldn't be doing this, and there's also a fear because I know how powerful it is. And I did your 2-day meditation retreat workshop, at yours, and
July.
It was great because you taught us these different ways to get into meditating, and I learned in that weekend that doing the breath of fire helps me not only get into a meditative state, but stay there and not want to come out. So ordinarily in the past, when I've used things like the Headspace app or Calm or even Insight Timer, I will be trying to meditate, but I'm also looking, I've got like one eye open, I'm looking at the watch. Whereas when I do your meditations and start with a breath of fire, I'm in. It's like I go deeper, really. So
because you're going in quicker.
Yeah. Can you explain what the breath of fire is?
Oh, do you want me to do the actions? Do you want to do it with me?
I'll do it with you, because I'm probably doing it wrong. It's been a while since we did it together. You might need to move the microphone.
Move the mic a little bit?
Might be a bit loud. So to explain,
so you can either do it. I'm obviously just sitting up.
So talk into the microphone before you do it, though, so they can hear you.
So you can either do it sitting up and using your arms to bring down, which I'll show you in a second, or you can just do it sitting there without flapping your arms about. So I'll show you both ways. Do you want to do it?
I don't remember the flapping arms, so I'm gonna watch you doing like Big Bird, Sesame Street. Come on.
So we go inhale. And then exhale.
So hang on, you inhale and you're lifting your both arms up in like an X formation, and then you seem to be clenching your fists as you're pulling your arms down.
So as you pull your arms down, you blow out through the mouth. So it's a quick inhale. It's so like and then.
So you breathe. Let's just do this for audio only, right? So you breathe in through the nose. You are taking your arms and you're starting with your arms at your shoulders, so as if you've got a bar in your arms and you're about to push a weight up. So you're starting with your arms at your shoulders.
And then you're inhaling through the nose, and as you inhale through the nose,
you lift your arms up.
Lift your arms up like Rocky, the top of the steps, and then you go out the mouth and pull your arms down.
So in through the nose, out through the mouth here. And you do it fast then, repeatedly, don't you? I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to move my microphone.
So you'll go a little bit dizzy.
Wicked! I'm in for that.
Yes. Okay, so we'll do it. Should we do it 5 times? Yeah. We normally do it about 20 times, but we'll do it for 5 for effect. Are you doing it with us, Jacob? Okay. So we're going to go inhale, exhale.
I did 6, sorry.
That's okay. Then just bring the arms down and just notice how the body feels. So you're just sitting with the energy in the body, so you'll feel little sparks of energy in different parts of the body. It'll be different for everybody.
I feel tingly.
Yeah. Where do you feel tingly?
The backs of my arms.
Backs of your arms.
I don't remember doing this one with the actions.
Yeah, you took a photo of me and said I
Oh,
looked
I
like
did,
an
yeah.
angel. Because I had that blue top on and I was like, Gemma, don't take a photo, and you did. But you can do it literally just like this. On the last breath out, leave that longer and hold the breath out as well.
So you're doing that without any action or without any movement.
So just in through the nose really fast and then out through the mouth really fast.
Can I ask, are you consciously moving your stomach at that point as well? I don't know whether I pick this up off you or whether this comes back to my singing lesson days.
Okay, so yeah, my belly goes out as I do it.
Yeah.
But some people's don't,
Right.
because they only breathe into the chest.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where abdominal breathing comes in. So how I like to teach first, do I need to put this?
Yeah, put it up so I can hear you.
Is so the first way to breathe when you want to come out of the chest, you want to go breathe in through the nose, and as you breathe in, push the belly out. So it's like you're filling the belly with air, oxygen, and then as you exhale through the nose, just bringing the belly back in towards the spine. So training yourself to breathe into the abdomen. Breathe in, belly rises, and then as you exhale, belly comes back in towards the spine. And just doing that 10 to 20 times before you want to go into doing some mindfulness or meditation. Again, that's the way that we should breathe.
So I learned
That's
that
our
as a kid,
natural way
because that's how
to
you
singing.
It's singing. It's
Yeah.
the same breath as singing. So I was taught by my singing teacher that if you imagine you've got your lungs,
Yeah.
and underneath your lungs is your diaphragm,
Yeah.
which looks like an N, I suppose, like
Yeah.
a rainbow shape. And when you do your abdominal breathing, your diaphragm goes down,
Yeah.
so you increase your lung capacity. Don't quote me on this. It's something by about 20%.
Yeah.
So you're able to, and it took me a long time to learn how to do this. Also, what I would say is if you're quite physically fit and healthy and you do lots of weights and you've got tight abdominal muscles, it's harder.
Yeah.
So my singing teacher found that when I started getting fit and healthy, it was like, it's affecting your voice because you're not able to project as much.
Yeah.
But one thing that I always used to do, and it works for abdominal breathing as well for just doing this, I used to imagine that my rib cage was coming out in all directions.
Yeah.
So if you imagine that my rib cage is going out horizontally, and then it's also going out the other way vertically, like a cross. So when I find it interesting, like when you do those abdominal things, you're doing it to go into a meditative state. And singing actually is like meditation for me,
Yeah.
and I think probably
Brings you to the present moment, doesn't it? 'Cause
but
you're in
probably
flow.
because of the breath work. So, but it's really hard for me because if I do that breath where I'm doing it abdominally, I want to project a note.
Yeah, because
That's how I was trained. So mine would be like this. You ready?
Go on.
Have I broke your microphones, Jacob?
It's just that automatic sound. But you can do that. There's like meditations like that where you just do that sound.
Really?
So yeah, I've been doing one like the B one, and it's like and then you start again, and then the longer that you do it, the more you practice like that, the longer your breath will go for. But it could be a bit like singing where you just do a note.
Yeah.
And that's, again, it's a sound, it's a vibration that because it's, I am dead auditory as well. That really helps me to channel, and it's that vibration coming up and out.
It's funny, I've got like certain songs, I sing on my own in the car a lot.
Yeah.
And I've got certain songs that I will sing when I'm quite stressed out. And I think it's because they do have long notes.
Yeah.
So like Defying Gravity from Wicked. Have you ever heard that one?
No.
I'm flying high, defying gravity. And right at the end, she does this really high note. She's like, never gonna bring me down. And it goes on for ages.
It's a release.
Yeah. And then at the end it goes, ah, ah. I can't do it without absolutely belting out and destroying everybody's ears. But it's that, and I think I didn't realise until we were having this conversation, I think because I have to use a lot of breath, not only to hit that high note, but to project it out as well, and then do the little trill bit at the end. That's like the best stress relief for me, that song. And it's probably because it requires quite a lot of abdominal breathing to be able to pull it off.
Yeah. And again, this is why I think people, you know, who do sing or do, I mean, music is just such an energy changer, isn't it? It can change your mood so much, and those vibrations, because it's all to do with there's different hertz and all megahertz and all that you can, and you have all these meditation musics now that are at so many different vibrations, and so it can change the mood, because again, it's energy. It's energy. All the stuff we keep talking about is we are all energy. But in terms of breathwork, that abdominal one, that's the basic one. Because
so can you just recap again? Because I changed the subject a bit on that.
No,
with
it's
the,
okay.
with the
Yeah,
singing.
so I'll just give you the top three that I know and which can help. So the abdominal breathing into the abdomen, the belly rises, the belly, and then when you exhale through the nose, the belly comes back in, and you can do it through the mouth as well. There's thousands of breath works out there, thousands. But that one for bringing the body into that, within 60 seconds, it can bring the serotonin in, it can bring the dopamine in, it relaxes the muscles, and it lowers the blood pressure within 60 seconds of you just doing that breath and just being there with the breath. So if you do that for 10 minutes, just imagine what you're doing to your body. You're sending all of that good stuff into the body, and people know straight away, because they go, oh yeah, it's just been 2 minutes and I feel like a completely different person. So whenever even if you're in the car and the traffic's stressing you out, or the kids are stressing you out, or whatever, just do that breath with your eyes open. Just breathe into the abdomen. Push the abdomen out. Imagine like a white light going into the pit of the stomach.
That's what I do, yeah. And then is it weird that I imagine that the white light goes in and it like gathers up like smoke, or the blackness, and I breathe out all the blackness. So that was actually my visualization when I've been meditating for years, like decades, is I see myself side on, and I see, like an X-ray.
Yeah.
That's what I see. Yeah. That's how I visualize it. And the light comes in through the nose, and the light permeates. It goes into my head, and it goes out all through my body, all through my limbs. But it drives out on the out breath the negativity, the smoke, the worries, the anxiety.
Letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. That's good. That's a good way to see it.
That just happened the first time I ever did it, and I thought, I like that, and carried on doing it.
And especially if you're a visual person, because that's how I do it. I see it as like a light coming in, and then I visualise it going into the body and out.
But I swear, right, sometimes when I'm doing it, if I'm doing it and I'm doing it properly, I swear when I breathe in, it feels warm, and when I breathe out, it feels cold. It's really odd.
So it should be,
because it's a light and then a dark thing. Yeah, it's really odd.
And when you do notice it, it should be the other way. So you breathe it in cold. When you breathe out, it's warm.
I don't know now. It's just when I do that visualisation.
Because your brain's imagining it the other way. That's how your body's feeling it, because that's the power of the mind.
Yeah.
But it's whatever your mind wants it to believe. So that's abdominal breathing. That's a dead basic one. And then you've got the power breath, which is a pretty good for getting you into meditation, but it's good as well for just giving the body a kickstart into really feeling into the sensations in
breath?
the body.
The one with
breath of fire.
Breath of fire.
Breath of fire or power breath.
With breath
same
of fire,
thing.
you can do it either with your arms up, pumping down, or not.
Just sitting there like that. And then there's one called Kapalbhati, which is what I learned in yoga. It stands for skull cleanse.
Oh,
so
it's
called the shining skull, or the skull cleanse, and that one is where you do short, sharp breaths, and it happens quite quickly just through the nose. So if I'll demonstrate now. So I'm going to breathe in quickly. And as I breathe in, my belly pushes out. And then as I breathe out, I'm pumping the breath out.
So you're breathing in and out through your nose?
Yeah, quickly. So that the air is literally just going up and down here. So do you want me to show you? Because it looks really stupid and it took me a while.
So hang on, let's just visually describe this first of all. So you're using your nose, sharp breath in through your nose, belly out very quickly, sharp breath out through your nose, belly out in. It's not deep abdominal breathing, it's higher, it's like your solar plexus area.
It's like you breathe in, push, the belly goes out, and then as you then breathe out, it's like it's like a pump. So if I just show you,
go on.
Okay, so it's right there. I've got to get into the rhythm of it, but this is good for,
hang on, have you got rid of your bogies?
You up.
You got rid of your bogies?
Yeah,
You
I'm
sure?
all right. Yeah, I
Right.
think it's just nose hair.
Go on then.
So it's there. You have to get your head around it. And so it's like pumps. So
It's weird.
And that energizes you. So it's like you literally get like a cleansing and a clearness around the skull. So it's called the skull cleanse.
I'm going to try.
Yeah. So
Am I going to pass out?
no, it's
Okay.
good. So
And I'm not breathing deep. I'm breathing in my solar plexus.
just
Is that right?
Just breathe in through the nose, and as you breathe in quickly, just do it quick and push the belly out.
Hang on. Breathe in and push the belly out. Not. All right. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny. It's getting your head around it.
Yeah.
Do it slowly. Just do one. Breathe in, push the belly out, and then yes. And on the last exhale, do a long out. And then just sit with it. So you normally do around.
Oh, that's weird. You do feel that in your head. Yeah.
Skull cleanse.
I can understand that. That does, you feel it at the back of your head. Whereas when I do your breath of fire, it's more, that feels like a really shallow, little teeny tiny little one. Whereas breath of fire, it feels more, I really try and focus on filling the space as quick as possible. And then but breath of fire in through the nose, out through the mouth, isn't it?
Yeah. This one's just the nose.
Yeah, that is different. And when I do that, it's like I feel the tingle in my forehead. But that one, the skull cleanser, is that what you said? That's
Kapalbhati,
like the
it
back
means
of the head.
cleanse and skull cleanse in Sanskrit. That's like but I like that one. That one's really good. Just to do when that's it. You have to think about it and get into a rhythm.
Oh, when I'm pissed off at home and the pots are still on the side and the dishwasher that's empty.
Just go and do Kapalbhati,
So because they're going to think I'm fucking annoyed with them, so they're going to get the message. But actually, I'm going to be like sorting myself out.
And that's the type of breath that can get you to the orgasm, something similar to that.
What do I have to think about?
But with that one, the way that we recommend it is if you can do 20 pumps, then 20 pumps and then
Such a child.
Then do 4 sets. But it's good to do, say, 40 pumps and 4 sets of 40. Like,
should you be careful doing this? Like, should you do this with somebody else?
No, you should. All you need to do is make sure that you're fitting well.
And
like,
obviously not do it in the car.
You can't do it if you've got a cold, because obviously you're going to be too bunged up. But no, the contraindicators is, I think, if you've got some, a chest infection or you've got like breathing problems, see a doctor. But it is supposed to help with like asthma. But you've got to see a doctor beforehand. But it's good for cleansing the skull and getting rid of bringing the brain. It's bringing the 2 hemispheres of the brain together again. And then the other one I was going to say was anal veloma, I think it is. But you just call it alternative nostril.
Oh, I was literally just about to talk about that one because
you're doing both sides of the brain, but separately.
I do this because you taught me this one in bed. So
I taught you it in bed.
No,
were we in bed together?
When Sean gets called out and he's not at home, so it's very rare, like we won't go to bed at the same time, be in bed together. So when he's not there and I am allowed to meditate, I will do that breath of fire to get into meditation. Yeah. But obviously I can't do that if we're both lying in bed together, because one, he'll take the piss. Yeah, one, he'll take the piss out of me. And 2, if he's fallen asleep, he usually falls asleep before me anyway, I'd just wake him up, so it's not fair. So the one thing I did do was what did you call it?
It's alternate nostril breathing.
Alternate nostril breathing. It's
called like anal veloma in Sanskrit.
Yeah.
But it literally is where you'll breathe in through one nostril, close the right nostril over, breathe in through the left.
Put your thumb. Are you ready? Don't do this.
Your right thumb over your right nostril.
Over your right nostril, yeah.
And empty out first. Empty out the left nostril.
Yeah.
And then you breathe in. So it's usually, say, if you're going to breathe in on a count of 8, so breathe in for the left nostril for 8. Hold both nostrils for 16.
Count that at 9.
10, 11, 12,
Faster.
13, 14, 15, 16.
And then exhale out the right nostril for 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I might have done that a bit. Now, let me just say, and then you do so many rounds of that each nostril. And I'm just trying to work it out because it's a ratio of if you do 4, then you'd hold it for 8. And then I can't remember now.
But
it's like
I don't do it like I do it for 4.
But you don't, it depends because you see it in different places where people will even go inhale for 8 on the left nostril and then straight out. They don't do the hold.
No, I do the hold.
How I was taught was to hold, but you don't have to.
So I did it 4, but quite slowly. So
1.
So right thumb, right nostril.
And then hold for 8. No, hold. Hold for 8 and then exhale for... Oh my God, I can't remember.
While I die there, while you make your mind up.
I'm trying to remember the ratio because I don't teach that one very often.
But the point is that I just, if you imagine, it's literally that, isn't it? You know.
And again, it's about bringing the left and the right hemispheres of the brain together. So a lot of people really like that one, and that's a really good one for anxiety.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. I just think it's easy to do.
Yeah, it's dead. It's
just dead easy, and I like the focus. Sometimes I do it like two fingers like that, but I like the focus of just holding your nose, and it's one that I can do in bed without waking Sean up, doing my breath of fire like I'm about to hyperventilate.
There's the other one as well, the 4-7-8 method, where if people are finding it hard to go to sleep, and so you breathe in for 4,
through your nose,
hold for 7. And then you exhale out your mouth like a whistle.
Slowly.
For 8. So it's in for 4, hold for 7, 8 out the mouth. But you're supposed to make like a tube, but I just do it.
So you count, I'll do it, you count.
Okay,
right.
Breathe in through the nostrils for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out the mouth for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you do that about 4 times and usually you'll fall asleep. Now, I don't do it like that. I can't be arsed. If I'm trying to get to sleep, I'll just go in 1, 2, 3, 4, hold for 7, and I'll just go out just like that. Just my mouth in any old way.
There's one I was doing for a while, box breathing. So that's like if you imagine a box, and they teach this in schools. My kid actually taught me this. And I tried to habit stack this with every time I let the dogs out the front door, so it's fresh air, I would box breathe. So box breathing is, correct me if I'm wrong, breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4,
hold
rest for 4. Like just natural rest, yeah? And I found that was so easy. And I like the box analogy because everybody can imagine a square box.
Yeah.
So,
just follow that.
Breathe
That's
in for 4,
idea.
hold for 4, out for 4, and then rest for 4. And I found that one in particular, I can do that with my son. I'm not worried about him hyperventilating and fainting on me.
Yeah.
Like, it's dead easy for him to do. But
there's loads of other breath works as well, because I know we've got a breath expert that we were going to have on tonight. We were going to have him on, and he teaches people how to breathe through the nose, because a lot of people breathe through the mouth, and it's actually an exercise where you go to bed with tape over your mouth.
Oh yeah, mouth taping's big.
So you're training your nose to breathe. And because Mark, my husband, breathes out of his mouth really badly, and it's that whole thing about you getting sore throats and stuff like that all the time. And I told him about it, and he was like, there's just no way I could do that because I'd die. And I was like, no, you wouldn't, because you have got a nose. But
there's lots of there's some good videos on YouTube. Ali Abdul has a video on his mouth taping. He did it regularly, I think for about a month. It's worth looking up on YouTube, and Mark would be able to see he's not going to die.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It is a big thing at the moment, and it shows you about how restful the body becomes when it's breathing properly. So just my advice on breath work is it's in yoga, the term for breath is prana, and that's vital life force energy. And Prana Yama means breath work, breath control. So if we imagine this energy that keeps us alive, because from the moment that we're born, we are breathing, and it's the vital life force energy that flows through us that keeps us alive, and we don't have to think about it. So the more conscious we become of how we breathe, the more present we become, the less stressed we become, the more present we are with people, we have better connections. The body physically will feel and look better. And it's just...
Well, I couldn't find any like
bloody
negatives.
Simple.
Yeah, I couldn't find any negatives.
And it's like we don't need to go to the doctor or to the hospital for every single thing. We've got everything here. And we just need to reconnect and use what the body's given us, because the body is a really clever organ. It's amazing, isn't it? So yeah, it's just become conscious of your breath and be able to do different things with it and put the body into different states, especially sex and orgasmic states. You know what I mean?
I can't wait till this podcast's over because you're going to teach me how to do it. Can't wait. And on that note, ta-ra. Until the next one, I'm only kidding. My plan after this is in my year of strength, I want to just commit to 60 seconds of this a day. Literally a minute. Anybody can do a minute, can't they?
Yeah.
And I can build from there.
And you can just use it in your everyday life.
Yeah.
So just being aware of it and then using particular ones to take you into meditation. And then if you come and do my level 2, we'll do more.
When is your level 2 course? I'll tell you.
I've
got the dates here.
You tell me, because I forgot.
If you have not done Claire's level 1 modern meditation course, the 8th and 9th of January and the 26th and 27th of February are the next dates. And once you've done level 1, you can progress to level 2, where she'll focus on more breath work. And those dates are the 22nd and 23rd of January and the 5th and 6th of March. If you would like to book onto Claire's modern meditation course, please go to thepurpose-pusher.com. And if you can't do it in person, you can do it online, because she also has a 14-day online modern meditation course. And there's breath work in that. Yeah, there really is, including things like to help you sleep. It's a fantastic 14-day course you can do actually at your own pace. Really, it's like 14 lessons, isn't it? But ideally, you want people to do it as a 2-week
14
practice.
days so that they can then do it
and feel the benefits feel the benefits of it. Well, I think that nicely wraps up this podcast. Thank you very much for teaching us our breath work. Can't wait to find out how to breathe my way to a big fat orgasm. Lovely.